Paul Thomas Anderson visited Australia recently to shed some light on his particular obsessions.
When I was 17, I think I was interested as A, like a horny young kid, and B, just sort of like more in the camp value of porn, you know, and more in the sort of silly titles and bad acting and that kind of stuff, which is always just kind of a thrill to watch, you know. And then I think over like 10 years, you know, that I sort of started writing Boogie Nights, I got older, maybe saw more of the sadness, or got sort of more bored with what was funny was not so funny anymore.
I miss my two sons, you know. I miss my little Andrew and my Dirk. You know, I always felt like Dirk was my baby, my new baby.
A lot of it comes from sort of my personal experience, but also from the reality of the porn industry, which is that these surrogate families are created. I think they're created in that world because it's a world that can be so demeaning and so sort of demoralizing so quickly that they really look around to who they can latch on to and who they can hold on to and kind of create these families.
I want you to be my mom, Amber. Are you my mom? Yes, honey. Yes. Yes.
There's some sex scenes here and there, but there's really only one major sex scene, a set-piece sex scene where you see them sort of shooting a porno film. It was really about the mechanics of the sex scene, and not about trying to turn an audience on and try and really show the sort of mechanics of what it's like for them to shoot those sex scenes.
Jack Warner, filmmaker.
Really?
Yeah, filmmaker. Adult films, exotic pictures.
He's very sexless, yeah, he's really asexual, yeah. That's something that I saw a lot with a lot of the sort of directors and stuff, is that their sort of role had become asexual, and I can't really answer exactly why. I think it's a mix of they're trying to justify being filmmakers, so they want to try and take an objective kind of viewpoint on things, or probably it has a lot to do with just being bored by sex after having seen so much of it.
What?
You have to get a new look.
Why don't you get a new look?
I have a look, okay? The look I have is just fine.
What's your look?
Chocolate love.
With this movie in particular, there was nothing I could do to talk anybody into it. It was like they either read it and they dug it and they wanted to be in it, or they read it and they didn't get it and they're like, I don't know what this is, I don't want to be in it. I could never talk anybody into being in it.
Maybe think about your name.
Well, my name, yeah.
Something a little pizzazz.
Dirk Diggler. Good name. I like your name a lot.
I love him, you know, and I don't know, it's really applying my own personal feelings about porno. That weird personal feelings that I have about it, which is, you know, is represented in the movie. The first half is the pleasure and excitement that I can get from watching porno. The second half is all the sort of guilt and crap that I feel about feeling bad about that. But then ultimately, at the end of the movie, there is a sort of happiness, or I tried to at least come up with the saddest, happiest ending I could come up with, you know? I think that comes from that you know the fate of these people. You know that 5 minutes after you walk out of the movie theater, that their lives are going to still go on, and they're just going to be as tragic and sad as always, you know, so why not offer 5 minutes of hope?
Cut. Terrific. Nice work.